Thank you again, Steve.
Buying program, and the bank and the system is so crooked, Steve. Watch what they did. When I went back to the bank about a year and a half later to bill again, instead they increased the loan. Guess what they did? Bought out the first loan, the first one buying status, bought that over, and then forced me to take
Verify the king.
second mortgage. But anyway, the bottom line is this, Steve. I want to challenge the government of the Bahamas because I totally believe they are indeed dangerous for our people at this time. For our people like us to continue to let them for us to allow them to lead us. Now, I'm going to put a video on YouTube, and the government, this is the best, we have question and answers. The government job now is to answer the question. I'm not playing with them no more. What is these things Amos is promoting? Because when you talk about culture, and I can ask you, Steve, because you would know how much money they're going to give culture. You know, they talk about junk in the world. While I'm speaking to you on the phone, I'm doing a recording.
14 million.
On,
Wow.
32 gig iPhone. That's why I was promoting iPhone over the BlackBerry. Because the BlackBerry cannot
14
do a
million.
documentary like this. They don't have the space. Well, Bahamas, some men make history. Amos have created it.
There it is.
They're working now on this project for the last 3 years.
3 years.
Waiting for the courts to move.
Justice Milton Evans,
No, they were going to move.
you rule at 9:30 this morning in favor of First Caribbean International Bank. You gave them a property value over 800,000. No, when I only owe those people 370,000. No, when I was trying to sell that property. Had an agreement with First Caribbean International Bank for 2 years. 1 year verbal, 1 year written.
And the point I was trying to draw and illustrate is this, Steve.
My
The
God.
Bahamian men in this country have been taken advantage of. Now, when I use the point, Steve, in regards to the church at Pineville, Auckland, the 65-year-old church, the reason why I did that was because of why the church was established. The church was established in the Bahamas, in the Bahamas, to memorialize what took place in 1948 as relates and pertaining to the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. Now, the preamble of it is awesome. The 30 articles in it says even more. I, in my humble opinion, believe the country of the Bahamas, the people of this country, have been taken advantage of by men and women who we love because they are families. Like the commissioners say, the police, them doing their job, are your sons and daughters. The men in those prisons are your sons and daughters. The pastors and the churches that are involved in these things, whether it's good or bad, they are your sons and daughters. Well, my birth in 1970 was the birth of the president of this association, whom this man was elected. Who led that church? But I'm talking about that 65, almost 60-year-old church.
Hear me, Steve.
The pastor of that church's name
Sorry,
was
Steve.
Phyllis Miller.
I understand you, and I know you got a lot to say,
Right,
and
right.
I want to hear you, but you need your own show for where you're going with your stuff.
Steve, I give you my...
And I know that you're being well.
Wow.
But I want to stay closer on top.
Yeah, on topic. Steve, thank you so very much. Okay, yes, man. Respect. Now, this is why I call Steve's show first over other shows. Steve will give you the time of day, even if he don't want to listen, because you're off topic. The brother gives you the time of day. Now, with that being said, when the Prime Minister, I listened to his speech in the Audible House on Wednesday, and I agree with a whole lot of things he's saying. Guess what, Bahamas? All of us have been agreeing with him or the former Prime Minister, Mr. Ingram, for the last 21 years. Yet, the national debt is about 8 billion. The majority of the voters that voted for Mr. Christie have been disappointed in the last year. I'm not here to judge. A still tongue, they say, keep a wise head. But today, I am so hungry in respect to not physical food, because physical food you cannot live off alone. Man shall not live by physical food alone. These are handiwork, not the table with the blue, just the items on the table. This is the table. This is a glass. This is a symbol. That's a plate. And then it's just another little glass representing feed the poor. The poor is, the spirit of the poor is crying out for help. So that is what the symbol means for me tonight. Few hours after, first thing this morning, Justice Milton Evans fixed in his court that First Caribbean in 45 days would get possession of the property, that we have an agreement in writing. They did not mention it in their case against me, where we have an agreement to sell that property in writing over a year now, and 1 year of which was 2 years in total, but 1 year of which was verbal. They set the case, the very same justice set the case at 11 o'clock for me to see, to answer a subpoena in respect to a divorce naysay between Amos Jr. Miller and Tiffany Patricia Miller nay roll. That's how they write it. They just mix me right up. But anyway, God is good. The Yeshua is good and awesome. They gave me Bahamas and World, the property you saw me promoting in the greatest mediums on the planet. They gave me 45 days to come up with close to $400,000. If this image means anything to anyone, and they have been inspired to do even greater works, and you are in the position to partner with Yah Creations, Images and Designs Limited, that were established by Alfred Virginius Cornelius Gray